Graeme, firstly, if I can get your reaction to the draw, a home tie against Northampton.
I think the home tie is key. Gets us to play again in front of our fans, and we have the opportunity to progress again. So I would have taken just getting through the round. We could have been better, but we're through into the next round and we've got another home tie. So please, really. How
did you find your first game in charge of the club?
It was a challenge, particularly going behind. But I've got to say, I said to the players, I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy my experience. And for a first managerial experience at Ibrox, with that crowd, with that challenge, it's not something I ever anticipated doing, but I quite enjoyed the risks you had to take to try and win the game, and I quite enjoyed watching the players respond to the challenges of going behind, and I thought they did that really well.
As you said there, you must have been really pleased with the fact the team did show their resilience, their battling qualities to come back from that early setback.
It's been a difficult couple of days. The lads have had things thrown at them that maybe haven't seen before, and then to go a goal behind it really could have crumbled a few people, but I didn't think they did. We can be better, we can move the ball sharper, we can make quicker decisions, but I think that the quality showed in the end. The quality in attacking areas that we possess will make us a threat against anyone.
So often this season we've talked about the experienced players in the Rangers squad, and of course Kenny Miller stepped up with that equaliser very quickly after the team went behind.
Yeah, he's been fantastic all year. He comes in, he coaches the 20s at times, and he's a great sounding board to have. He's a real vocal person in the changing room, and I was really pleased to see him get it and drop to his foot. Not as pleased as I was to see it go in the goal, but he's been good all season long. And I thought at the other end, I thought Clint again sets the standard of his talking and his organisational skills. But it's time now for us to actually kick on and put that to bed and look at the next tie.
Yeah, just how important have those experienced heads been in the last 48 hours in the build-up to today's game?
Well, those are the guys that are balanced. Those are the guys that are emotionally in control. They don't go too high, they don't go too low. They're able to regulate that really well. And some of the younger players, the 20s that I work with regularly, and some of the younger players in this squad, they need to look at those guys and take that on board, how they do that, and then still go and perform at a high level, because that's key in this game.
One of the younger lads in the squad, of course, did terrifically well today. One of the boys in the starting 11, Barry Mackay, named the man of the match, and he was a constant threat.
When you see his attributes, his low centre of gravity, his acceleration, the ability to go both ways is a massive, massive threat. I just thought we had to get him the ball more, and once we did that, it really stretched the game. From there, we needed a little bit of a better structure to allow us to press and get the ball back. But I thought that when we shifted the ball quickly and opened the game up, Barry became more of a threat, and I just think we need to make more of the opportunities we create in the final third.
It has to be said, Morton missed a real chance at the start of the second half to go 2-1 in front, but again, the Rangers players responded, and it was nice to see Waggy get his goal.
And I didn't see any heads go down, to be honest, because it's not easy out there with people shouting and screaming and questioning you all the time, as they do at Rangers, because this is a big club. We need to be making sure that we're progressing forward and setting our stamp on the game rather than reacting to things. But the players stuck with it. As I said, the quality can go up. We can make better decisions. But Waggy popping up and getting us a goal, I've just given him a special thank you in there. I've given him a big hug. But he's a threat. Kenny's a threat. Michael O'Halloran's a threat. And Baz, as you've said, he kind of ties it all together. So once we do that and shift the ball, give those guys a chance, they're going to give us the opportunity possibly to go all the way.
And when you looked behind you from your technical area and you saw some of the boys on the bench today, there is that strength and depth there.
There is strength in depth. There's a good squad. There's good players in there. As I've just said, it's not down to me to give them anything they haven't already got. Basically just a little bit of structure, move a little bit of the roadblocks out of their way, because emotionally they'll have been up and down. It was just about focusing on this tie and getting through, and they've managed to do that. It wasn't as smooth as we would like, it wasn't as polished as we would like, but we're through into the next round.
Of course, and that's the most important thing, getting through to the next round. And Morton were a tricky opponent today.
Well, congratulations to Jim, because I think you look at his team, they're very well organised, they know what they're doing, they work hard for one another, so you can see why they've had some success so far. But we looked at them, we thought there's areas that we could exploit, and when we did it quickly and with purpose, I thought we did that. So credit to them for making it difficult, but we need to make sure that we execute with a little bit more precision and be a bit more clinical in the final third. And if we'd have done that, I think we could have seen the game out a little bit more comfortably.
And just finally, what lies ahead for you for the next few days? Have you had time to even to think about the next few days?
The next few days, well, the next couple of hours are going to entail a glass of wine. I'm going to put my feet up and turn my brain off and turn the mobile phones off for a couple of hours and just relax. And then we start again on Monday, making sure the squad are right and prepared for the next game in charge.